Hey guys, Benji here, doing weekly question. Question of the week is um, if you could have dinner with one celebrity, who would it be? So I don't think for me this is that good of a question because I'm not that enamored by celebrity. Um, I like watching great athletes play, right? I do. I like, Tiger in his heyday was awesome. You know, MJ and his thing, but I think it probably goes back to that saying where they say, never meet your heroes because you tend to be disappointed. And it's probably that. I'd probably rather like not. Like, I don't want to see them. I'd rather, I think if I could have, I think the want to have dinner with somebody, um, it'd probably be some person that knows a lot more than somebody that is celebrity. Um, a really fascinating scientist or Sam Harris, somebody like that, right? Just a thinker. I think it'd be interesting to see how they think and what their thoughts are on, governments and politics and religion and those kind of things. I might be more interested in that. Somebody that has a deep knowledge of some subject matter that I find interesting, I think would be would be really fun. I don't want to have dinner with LeBron might be nice, but I probably would leave there going, I don't know how deep LeBron is besides on basketball, right? He's a super nice guy, but what would we talk about? Um, we talk about basketball and who's the greatest, but I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of interest in that. Now, if LeBron invited me to dinner, I would go, but it's not something that I dream of or that I would pay for. I for sure would not pay for it. But So yeah, I think some great thinker. Obama. That one could be cool. Super sharp. Um, Knows the ins and outs of geopolitical, you know, things going on in the world. Really players to beat. Now I'd probably only want to talk to Obama if he was like, all right, Benji has super secret high security clearance and can really talk about stuff. But if you're just gonna get the boring stuff that everybody knows about, then it's probably not that interesting. Now, I think I could probably like it. I probably, Obama likes to play golf. Um, is a regular golfer. Likes to play basketball. You know, could I spend a day with Obama and probably get along with him and probably enjoy that? Yeah, that probably would. But I don't know. Would I get the same good time out of having three of my buddies around that like playing golf and like playing basketball. We played basketball, golf, and went to dinner and had a couple of drinks. Yeah, that'd probably be just as fun. Not maybe as cool or not maybe as Instagram worthy, but I I don't know. I'm just not that big into the celebrity aspect. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that I would. I think maybe a more interesting question, and maybe that will come up, is if you could have dinner with a person that's not alive anymore, who would you go to dinner with? Of course, the easy choice would be Jesus. That'd be an interesting conversation. Let's see what I think about that guy. I'm not even a Christian or a believer in you know the Bible and God and Jesus and stuff, but man, let's see that could be interesting. But yeah, people like that, Mother Teresa, uh, Winston Churchill, people that have just seen things and known things. But I don't know. I'd probably rather, you know, I think I'd rather listen to them speak at a conference and tell like their stories and get these great questions from a great interviewer than me sitting across the table from them and hoping that I ask a question that is interesting and get some interesting stories that they haven't told 87 times on YouTube. And maybe that's the problem, right? Maybe it is um, that with YouTube and everybody and Instagram and everyone asking questions of all these people all the time, but there's so much that you're like, I know how he's going to answer that question. He's been asked that 87 times. And yeah, I'm probably going to get the 88th time answer, which is going to be the same as all the rest. So I don't know. I mean, there's got to be somebody that I just think, oh man, that guy's super cool. But it's probably smart people. I mean, so it sounds so boring. Richard, what's his name? Hawkins, maybe. But yeah, Sam Harris, just some like real thinkers, the Carl Sagans of the world. And I don't even know if he's still alive. I don't think he is. But, some scientist that understands, or what's that younger guy? Brian something. And I see him on, I think I've seen him on Joe Rogan, but he's been on countless freaking podcasts. And you're like, oh man, the way those guys think is so interesting. Um, that might be neater. That might be more amazing to me than having dinner with Michael Jordan. Now, having dinner with somebody funny, that could be good. Um, you know, I would never call Charles Barkley my hero, but I think that would probably be a fun dinner. It'd probably be more fun if you were there with six of his friends and two of yours, and there was just a group of eight guys and around telling funny jokes or telling stories about old NBA or something. But I don't know. It's just not that big a draw. It's the same reason why I don't follow celebrities on Instagram. I would never buy People magazine and read through it and Us Weekly and stuff. It's just not, I just don't care. They just seem like regular people to me, that have one skill. And usually that skill is just in an industry that pays really well. So it's not that they were any, you know, there's a LeBron of fencing, right? And there's a Michael Phelps of, I don't know, highlight. And I just, yeah, LeBron's just pays better. He's incredible, he's amazing, but I don't know. This is a boring answer, I feel like, but I guess it tells a little bit about me that I just don't, I just don't value, you know, that kind of stuff. Like I would never, if you see somebody out or see somebody on a plane, I mean, unless they were like sitting next to you in first class and they start talking to you, sure, I'm going to talk to, you know, Travis Kelsey sitting next to me, but only if he talks to me. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to fangirl, swoon over him. I'm just not. I'm just going to be like, hey, man, that's Travis Kelsey. Yeah, that's tight end for the Chiefs. That guy's freaking Hall of Famer. That's cool. You gonna bother him? No, 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 I'm not. Yeah, he's just a regular guy trying to get somewhere. Now, if something comes up and you have a conversation, that's fine. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to maybe I wonder if there's somebody that I would be like, hey, I don't know, that could be interesting. Bill Gates might be interesting with what he's seen at the highest levels of government now and curing diseases and the highest levels of business. I mean, that guy is kind of, you know, just a smart human and has seen a lot now, so he's getting smarter and smarter as the days go by. I think that can be a neat, interesting conversation. Um, but no, if I see, you know, Eric Hosmer sitting next to me on a plane coming back from some city to Kansas City, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, Hos?" and be weird about. I'm just not. I'm just gonna go. Oh man, that guy. Yeah, he played for the Royals. That was great. Won a World Series. That was super fun. Went to all those games. That was great. I love that, but I don't need to go up and bother him while he's in his personal space or anything. So, do I want to have dinner with him? No, I don't. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but not any more than I think the older I get, the more I would just take, four or six of my own buddies and man, let's just go have dinner. Let's go somewhere. That's why the golf trips are such neat things for me is because you do get this time that it's hard to get nowadays. Time as you get older, time gets so valuable. And so as you get older, the times that you can get four or six of your good friends in one spot where no one is being pulled by either their job or their spouse or their kids or something. That's a neat experience. That's a good, selfish time that you get where it's just for you and your own pleasure with you and your friends. I probably value that more than, I don't know. I mean, if I go to dinner with Michael Jordan, he's not going to be like, "Oh man, this is a great conversation. Let's just sit here for another 4 hours," and the dinner goes for 7 hours. He's going to be like, "Hey man, I get that you paid for this 1 hour dinner, so we're going to be here for an hour. And then yeah, I'm gonna scoot out of here. Like, all right, see you later." And it's going to be underwhelming. I think. So I think my expectations are just in line with what it really would be, and so now knowing the expectations, I think I don't want to. I don't know if I want to do that. Yes, yeah. Some of the podcast guys, Chris Williamson, I think that could be a good one. Alex Hermosi, even I think he has a lot of good takes on um, human psychology, that are interesting more than the business aspects. I think his business mind is great and he's super smart, super successful. But I'm more interested in, his outlooks or his takes on why people are successful, about that they're these boring, methodical, robots that do the things that suck over and over and over and over and over and over until they get success. And so that's what makes them great. But um, that it's not the Mark Zuckerbergs that kind of came out of nowhere, and that's a unicorn. Where you get a product like that, like Facebook, that takes over the world. The guys that really make it are the ones that are like, man, I cold called, these 9,000 companies. I did 50 a day for an entire year, and that's what made me successful. And I've had those clients, and I've had them for years. And they put in the work that other people were like, man, after 40 calls, this sucks. I'm quitting. So I like some of his takes on that. So he might be interesting, but yeah, I think you get the idea. I don't really have a I don't really have a celebrity crush that I think, oh, that would be so awesome. Yeah, maybe that's more of what it is. Maybe it should just be the crush. Maybe I should just be like, oh, I get to talk to anybody. How about Jessica Alba? Let me just pick a beautiful woman and go have dinner in somewhere really pretty, and yeah, just enjoy it for that. But probably be underwhelmed by the conversation by whomever I would pick, because I would be basing it on their looks, and I'd be like, oh man, this is boring, and they'd be bored to tears too. And yeah, it'd be miserable. Well, yeah, I'm back to just give me a good set of friends and a big old steak and a potato dish of some sort, and a couple cocktails, and nowhere to go for an evening out, at a restaurant that's good, sitting outside, overlooking, like an ocean, body of water, something like that. Yeah, I'll take that. And before the celebrity thing. So boring answer, but yeah, I don't know. I think you get older, you value those things less. When I was 25, I would never think the things that I just said right now. I would go, "Oh, Michael Jordan," without question. That's just who I would pick. Tiger Woods, maybe. I'm probably too old to Tiger Woods even, but yeah, those type of people. So yeah, that's my answer. So see you guys.